each one having a unique purpose and appearance. While some have a classic and chic look, others are too bizarre to ignore. Akita Pig. This Akita dog is called Pig. She was born missing parts of her spine and several ribs. Some of the vertebrae she has are either fused or twisted. Since the news of this unusual dog hit the internet, she became an online sensation. Experts thought that she would never make it to the next day considering her condition. They had advised that the animal be euthanized. Fortunately, this dog's physical problems don't cause any visible pain, as the animal can run around freely. She can also stand on her hind legs and doesn't need any special care. She eats slowly because her internal organs are pressed so closely together that if she eats too fast, she could suffocate. Her lungs are also crowded and without space. Even though the animal exceeded expectations, its future is bleak. Although Pig is half the weight of her siblings, she's still growing and adding weight. The problem with adding too much weight is that her organs aren't built to carry much. They may not be able to function optimally if it exceeds the limit. Alaskan Klee Kai. The Alaskan Klee Kai is a pretty dog that looks normal at first glance. However, there's something odd about this little breed of dogs. Their size is one of their notable features. This breed looks like huskies, but they reach a maximum height of 17 inches. As one of the most unusual breeds on the planet, they originate from American Eskimos, Schipperke dogs, and of course, huskies. They were bred in the 1970s to create the husky look. According to the American Kennel Club, this breed is sometimes indifferent toward strangers, but is friendly too. These loving dogs adore attention from their owners and are very trainable too. Despite having a standard breed, there are still variations among dogs within the breed, as some breeders look forward to tweaking their temperament and traits like skittishness. Breeding is rare, thus making them one of the rarest breeds in the world. Their prey drive is high, making them unsuitable for homes with children. Kids who are not taught to interact with the dog may injure themselves. Cattle Burin. If there was a competition for the dog with the sexiest nose, the Cattle Burin would emerge victorious. This animal has a split nose that is rare among dogs. Only about 3 dog species in the world have such a physical feature, with the other 2 being the Pachin Navarro and Andean Tiger Hound. The nose isn't just there to occupy space, but they have one of the best senses of smell of its hunter breeds. The dog is so rare that experts believe there's less than 200 left in the world. This rare pup is hard to find in the US. If you have one, you're lucky. If you look closely, you may be the only one that has it in your state. This animal's unique facial features attract admirers who may be forced to ask for a selfie. Unfortunately, this dog is not sociable, but protective on its own. It's only suited for families that can handle him. Those pet owners trained to handle with dogs with special needs like this one would enjoy their company because they are great family pets. Bull Terrier. Bull Terriers are relatively famous among dog lovers, especially people who watch Canadian hockey. This breed is so unique that you can't help but admire them at first glance. One of their most remarkable features is their triangular eyes. They're the only ones with such unique features. This dog is a cross between bulldogs and various terriers. Breeders thought that this combination would create the brute force of a bulldog and the fighting spirit of a pit dog. In the 1860s, James Kinks saw the potential in this dog breed and decided to make them distinctive. He bred the dogs with white terriers, making the new animals more sophisticated than their predecessor. This canine has an obsessive personality disorder. This prompts them to chase their tails in shadows. You can manage the effect of this behavior by keeping them engaged with tasks. Despite their intimidating size, they're gentle and easygoing. Over time, owners get used to the fact that the canine loves to play and get into trouble. Bergamasco Shepherd. You'll probably see the Bergamasco Shepherd and agree that it needs some grooming. While it's nice of you to care for this animal, you might want to hold on to that thought. This animal's look is natural and needs no trimming. They have a coat with natural dreadlocks. The Bergamasco has 3 coats instead of 2. These coats are prone to developing mats. Although their hair seems like a disadvantage, they've been advantageous since its 200 years of history. It shields them from the sun, serves as insulation, and helps them camouflage from their predators. Because of their size, they're used as guard dogs. They're brave and intelligent dogs. Having to care for hundreds of sheep in the past caused the dog's intelligence to develop steadily. This calm and peaceful breed is attentive to everything that goes on around it, even when it seems to be sleeping. It might be watching the intruder to see what they're up to. Despite not being aggressive, they don't tolerate strangers invading their space. The Bergamasco Shepherd is great with children and other dog breeds. They're also fine with having cats around, provided they were brought up together. Cambodian Razorback. When most dogs are angry, they develop a strip of hackles along their back. Well, that comes to this animal naturally. The Cambodian Razorback belongs to a group of dogs with bumps on their backs called ridgebacks. While other ridgebacks look similar, this breed is different because of its natural long hair. This animal is found in the Mekong River Valley region of Cambodia. They're believed to be an ancient breed and natural survivalists. They do well with indoor living, but prefer staying outdoors because it gives them ample time to stretch their legs. They're often used by the farmers in the Mekong region to protect their homes and livestock. They're found in various colors, ranging from blue, black, brown, and fawn. You probably don't own a Cambodian Razorback unless you're ready to travel to the Mekong Valley and import the pup. Peruvian Inca Orchid. Also called the Peruvian Hairless or Orchid, this hairless dog breed originates from Asia. Their name came after Spain defeated Peru. When explorers traveled around the city, they found the unique dog and called it Perros Flora, or flower dogs, because they discovered them among the orchids in many Peruvian homes. If you're wondering why you've never encountered this animal in your life, the answer is simple. They are very rare and haven't enjoyed popularity like most breeds. Their sighthound blood makes them ideal hunters, skilled at hunting with smell. Thanks to their agility and intelligence, they were tasked with catching small game. They excelled at it thanks to their speed. Along with being hairless, they also come in 3 sizes. The smallest variety is around 8 pounds, while the largest is 55. Since they don't have a thick coat of hair to shield their skin, the sun is a threat to them. This means they shouldn't be exposed to direct sunlight, otherwise they'll be sunburned. Chow Chow. The Chow Chow is also called the puffy lion dog. From the video, you can probably guess why they're described as lions. They're a favorite among dog breeds in areas where they dominate. They're the only dog breeds to have a purple to black tongue and lips. Rather than the usual black nose, theirs is either blue or gray. They're considered one of the oldest dog breeds in the world, with their origin dating back to 2,500 years BC. Modern Chow Chows are relatively popular due to their resemblance with teddy bears. These medium-sized dogs have so many coats that ancient people used them to make clothes. Their rare coat color makes them more expensive compared to many other breeds. Caring for their coat is not a task for the faint of heart, especially during shedding season. Helping them get rid of loose hair goes a long way in their lives. Ozoak. Ozoaks are passionately protective dog breeds. They're considered the most unusual sighthound, a breed of hunting dogs that discover with their prey of sight. This long-legged animal was created in the Sahel region of Africa, where it was trained to guard nomads' teepees in desert conditions. This breed shares similar features with its Saluki counterpart. This fawn-coated dog was brought to America during the 1980s. This dog is often said to be more like a cat than a dog. Their independent character means that they're shy among strangers. However, when they're around... Otterhound. The Otterhound is the UK's most vulnerable native breed. With less than 100 of them in the country, and less than 1,000 in the world, you can understand when scientists say they're almost extinct. Their marvelous mane of hair makes them exceptional species, and they're rarer than that of the white rhino. They're believed to have developed in the borders during the medieval age. It was bred to protect the fishing industry from otters, as their name suggests. When hunting was banned in the UK, the breed almost disappeared, as there was no need for it anymore. Like their close relative called the bloodhound, they're friendly and determined breeds. This determination is felt whenever it has its eyes on a tasty treat. They're appreciated more for their calm and sensitive nature. They make a lovely companion for solo owners and like comfortable spaces. Owning this animal, though, is no small feat. You need to be patient with it because it's a messy muncher and loves to play with mud. Till another scintillating episode, adios.